done.
Okay.
Use the drug one.
My question is,
What was the result?
why does Ishmael get angry when he is told it is not your fault?
Do you have a question? My question is, are the rebels any different from the soldiers in the army?
My question is, what is the result of them not having drugs?
My question is, how did they feel about attending scheduled medication checkups?
My question is, what did Saidu mean by every time people come at us with the intention of killing us, I close my eyes and wait for death. Even though I'm still alive, I feel like each time I accept death, part of me dies.
How does the ocean help Ishmael remain at peace during war?
I know, I like that one.
I was gonna say that one thing, but I
Really?
didn't. Yeah. Okay, now what?
Okay, which one? Okay, I like your question.
Well, can you
That was a good one.
can you repeat your question, please?
Are the rebels any different from the soldiers in the army?
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that
That's
question.
That's very
Okay, that one.
interesting. We should do that one.
Okay.
So we've chosen your question.
I literally just...
And your question was, are the rebels any different from the army?
How does the text answer explain my question?
Which chapter was that from? Or like, did you just like think of it?
13.
Oh, chapter 13.
Chapter 13. Where did you find it in the chapter? What
This
page?
one, the lieutenant was describing the rebels in his own words.
Do you have page number?
I lost it. I had to find it again. So he's giving a speech.
13.
I read a little bit of chapter 13, so let me just find the spot too.
Oh, this is 13?
Ayo.
Oh my god, I don't think it's 13. It's actually page 108.
108?
Yeah, 108. Yeah, 108.
108.
When he gives a speech about the rebels.
Someone underlined this. You're joking. I'm not even joking. Here, apparently.
Wait, where's the line? Where's your question?
Are the rebels any different from the soldiers in the army?
Is it in here?
Well, my question came from this speech.
That's nasty.
So first, like the second.
Because he's
Wait,
describing how the
yeah.
rebels dealt with their victims.
Okay, since we found the question, should we answer the next question?
That,
Yeah.
huh?
On here, the
Oh.
next question.
How does the text answer explain my question?
How does the text answer or explain?
No, shouldn't we answer what do we notice?
Well, that is the question.
That is the question. Oh, okay. How does it text explain? Wait, can you repeat yours?
Are the rebels any different from the soldiers in the army?
They're the soldiers, right? Like Ishmael.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind
give
of
an
found
answer?
something.
I don't have an answer yet.
I found an
Well,
answer.
I'll try to answer it, so
Alright,
I'll go
sure.
first.
Okay, go. And then after, I want to go.
So I would think that they aren't very different in my opinion, because on page 108 it says, the lieutenant went on for almost an hour describing how rebels burned entire villages. And on page 134, the rebels say, the army is the enemy, we fought for freedom, and the army killed my family and destroyed my village. So they're both just destroying villages. So I would say that's similar.
So they're both the same.
Yeah, they're both doing more.
They both destroy villages.
So what you're saying is that the rebels and the army are both the same because they both destroy villages and they're both like evil, like that kind of thing, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, no, never mind.
Well, you can see me, right? Okay. Okay. Continue. Okay, you kind of answered like what I was gonna say. So yeah.
Oh wait, I have an answer. So, Is what you're
Is it
saying?
upside down?
It is.
So like, is what you're saying? Like, both sides are evil and like doing bad things, and like the actions they do are similar. That like, there's no point of them like fighting, kind of, because they're both doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just saying they're both doing the same things.
Yeah, so like, there's really no point of
The
the
lieutenant
war
is
that they're
describing them as very evil.
but they're
Yet
evil too.
they themselves do the same thing as the rebels do.
Okay, now I understand.
That last shot though.
Gotta get that.
Can we go on?
Sure.
Where else do I see examples of people behaving or reacting just for the same reasons? Other
This
places.
question is actually hard to think about.
Oh, I have one.
Alright.
But like, I don't know if it's like has to do with this, but I'll try. Can you hold it? So I'm relating this to racism because in science class we watched this video of like where people come from and how we're all related in a way. And so I relate this to racism because there's so much hate against everyone, when really like we're all the same. So for in this story, it's like they're both evil, but they're both like, the things they do to each other is so similar that there's no point of it. Like there's no reason to, because one of them's calling the other person evil when they're doing the same exact things. So what's the point in all that? Because we're all similar.
So what you're saying is that, can you just repeat that one more time?
Okay, so like I watched a video about where people actually come from, and they say that we're all related, like way back then. So there's no reason to hate each other. So in this story, it's like one person's hating on the other, but they're both doing the same thing. So why not just like not do it at all and just have peace? But in this story, they're trying to have like war or something, right? So why not? If you're doing the same things, why don't it just end?
I think it's just miscommunication. They should actually talk and like find a solution, but instead they're just fighting each other.
Yeah,
and that's not a good way.
What is it called? The rebels are like being hypocrites because they're calling the other people evil and like enemies when they're doing the same thing as they are.
So what you're saying is that people, like the rebels and the soldiers, should try and like communicate and have like peace because they're both doing the same thing instead of
There's
hating
no
each
reason
other.
to like hate.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. Thank you.
Anyone else have?
So I think another answer to that is not only do they.
Say it again.
So not only do they both destroy villages, but they're both hypocrites.
Yes.
So that's what we're saying.
So what you're saying.
So if we say, where else do I see examples of people behaving and reacting for the same reason, we're kind of saying, where else do we see examples of people being hypocrites? Is that what we're saying?
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear it.
I'm thinking of the way to say it, and then all of a sudden you come out of nowhere. So what you're saying? Okay, I'm not even saying anything.
Okay, so can you repeat what you were saying, Tony, please?
Like hypocrites.
Yeah, so I was saying, they're both hypocrites, right?
Yeah.
And is that why they're both the same?